Hello everyone, it is Marc Berman from TV Media Insights. It is Wednesday, December 12th. I would like to welcome you back to our daily videocast, and I would like to begin by thanking NBC. Last night was the annual press party in the famous Rockefeller Center, held by NBC. And it was the first time I attended a holiday party by the network where NBC actually has momentum. So the whole vibe was different. It was a great time. And if you are in New York, you have to go and check out the tree. For me, it was like a walk down memory lane being in that building. I worked in research at NBC from 1990 to 1995. So thank you again, NBC. Now let's go to an item in TV history that Trekkies will find interesting. On this day in 1964, production began on the first Star Trek pilot. It was called The Cage. It did not feature William Shatner. It featured an actor named Jeffrey Hunter as a different commander. Leonard Nimoy was present as Mr. Spock, but also in a different capacity. NBC found the pilot to be too slow-moving. They passed on it, ordered a second pilot a year later, and that ultimately morphed into the Star Trek that we know with William Shatner. Now let's go to CBS and Chuck Lorre. Now Chuck Lorre, of course, created Two and a Half Men, The Big Bang Theory, and Mike and Molly, which are big hits for CBS. Well, the network has ordered a pilot from Chuck Lorre called Mom, which will focus on a recently sober single woman with children living in Napa Valley. Now, if Chuck Lorre's 3 current sitcoms stay on the air, and chances are they will, this will be the 4th comedy from Chuck Lorre, but it will not be a record. The record holder for the most number of comedies on the air in a single season was Norman Lear back in the 1976-77 season. Now, how many of these comedies can you remember? 8 of them. Let me take you through the list. It was All in the Family, Sanford and Son, Maude, Good Times, The Jeffersons, One Day at a Time, Mary Hartman, and a short-lived comedy called All's Fair. So, 4 comedies on the air for Chuck Lorre will be very impressive, but it is not a record. Let's go to TLC, the latest celebrity, so-called celebrity, to jump on the growing docuseries bandwagon is legendary baseball player Pete Rose. He is headlining a half-hour on TLC called Pete Rose Hits and Misses. It's going to debut on January 14th at 10 o'clock. It will feature Pete Rose and his fiancée, Kiana Kim, who was a former Playboy playmate, as they raise their blended families. This past weekend on Hallmark Channel, the cable network aired 2 original movies, Come Dance With Me and Help for the Holidays. They both scored in the ratings, and they both prove that the art of the made-for movie on television is still alive and still can do very well. In syndication over at 20th Television, they have a half-hour called Dish Nation, which takes the current news and puts a comedy spin on it. It recently rose to a record 1 rating in households, which was up 25% from its prior high. Coming up on the air tonight is the annual Barbara Walters 10 Most Fascinating People of the Year special, and the list will include Ben Affleck, Seth MacFarlane, who is hosting the upcoming Academy Awards, Chris Christie, who is the New Jersey governor, and Hillary Clinton. That is airing tonight from 9:30 to 11, and we have the second to last episode of Survivor on CBS. The season finale of Survivor Philippines will be airing this Sunday, and I am rooting for Lisa Whelchel from The Facts of Life, who, in my humble opinion, is playing the most admirable game of Survivor that I have ever seen. Also on our newsletter today, we have the updated ratings for the week of December 3rd, which was the 11th week of the current season. We had CBS most watched, NBC #1 among adults 18 to 49 and adults 25 to 54, and Fox is #1 among adults 18 to 34. What you have to keep in mind is that once The Voice ends its current edition and takes a break until March, I do not believe NBC will be #1 among adults 18 to 49. Fox is bringing back American Idol. Even a Idol will still lead them to victory in the demo. And that is our daily videocast from TV Media Insights on this 12th day of December. I hope everybody has a great day, and I will be back with more news about my favorite medium, television, tomorrow. Signing off, Marc Berman.